How many billions have been looted by black people? Shh.
No, I want to answer
question.
you. For how many years white people in this country have been in power?
Please, my
No.
brother.
I want to. Let's
Please,
balance the narrative.
please. I do not subscribe to African spirituality. I do not believe in it. And this is the reason why. It is carrying a political consciousness. We should not advertise, avatars. Like, we should not create an avatar out of Ubaba Credo Mutwa.
As far as the North Pole is from the South, we are bridging the knowledge gap from centuries past. We inspire you to find your true north. From Timbuktu to Alexandria, from the city of Johannesburg to New York, from the Zulus to the Dogon people, we are disrupting the knowledge economy. We are Sir Max Network.
Don't fight for a person who does not want to be fought for. You cannot bring back to life what is already dead. This is the law of existence. Stop wasting your time trying to save what is no more. Stop wasting your time. Stop hurting yourself. Accept the reality. Start the healing process and move on. It was once beautiful. Now it is ugly. And for the fact that it is over, it does not mean it was never real. Ladies and gentlemen, what is more important is to understand that nothing that is genuine stays forever. Such a great honor and a great privilege today that I get to welcome the Grandmaster and the founder of Abakhaliphi, BokuKhanya, Institution of Spiritual Knowledge. He's a healer, he's a teacher, he's a therapist, and an astrologer. Ladies and gentlemen, help me to welcome Abba Ayalew Amlak. The Grandmaster, welcome to the show.
Nyabong. Give thanks for inviting me, man.
How are you doing, sir?
Nyaphila. Kakhulu food.
Yeah.
Sibonga. Give thanks to the strength of the sun. Ngeke ngezwa omunye ugogo bathi umme emathamaka. Athandaza one day, and I love that Setswana prayer she made. Ati go letsatsi re re ashe, go dithaba re re ashe, go dinoka re re ashe, go ditlhare re re ashe. Now that really touched me. Ukuthi mawuthi sanibonani dumelang to the next person, what are you actually saying? Are you talking about this man you're seeing in front of you? Or are you talking about the whole history of this man? The mountains that he comes from, the rivers he drank water in, the forests he foraged in. That's the beauty of our greetings. So I'd like to pass the same to you. Greetings to you and to all that gave birth to you.
We give thanks the great one.
Yeah, man.
What's a Grandmaster?
Ooh. In simple terms, a Grandmaster is somebody who has mastered himself first, and then after helped others to master themselves. Now, because there are people that you helped to master themselves and they have become masters, you now become a Grandmaster. So a Grandmaster is a teacher of teachers, a leader of leaders, is the example of the exemplaries. Yeah, man.
So it means, okay, there are masters. Now you are the master of masters. Beyond a Grandmaster, is there any level beyond the Grandmaster?
Let's start it here. In the ancient initiatic societies of our continent, there are three levels of students. First are the initiates, Sita Matwasa. those people are starting their journey in the path of knowledge. And as they grow, they develop and they master themselves, they become what we know as inyanga or ngaka.
Yes.
Nyanga, ngaka, nyanga, niyanga, all means the same thing. Nga, me. Nga, me. Ka is a universal force. It's a vital force. It's what we know as vital force, is what we know as chi, is what we know as energy. So, nga, ka means I possess the vital force. I possess the energy. In short, the spirit is in me. Right?
Yes.
Now you become a ngaka. You master that stage, you become a knower. Isazi, isanusi, isosi, in different dialects. But it means he who knows.
Okay.
When you are a nyanga, what happens is you are given access to other dimensions that umuntu is not yet accessible to. You become itwasa, a student. You start first to learn about those realities. And in that learning, you unlock or you connect, if you want to use that word, or you realize. And then you become ngaka. Now, as ngaka, nyanga, you are in between two worlds. You hear the spirit speak and you communicate with the physical. You take from the physical and you return to the spiritual.
The spirit, yeah.
Right. So this is why the greatest work of Inyanga is to heal people. Not only physically, but also mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. On all the four corners of your existence. Why? Because now you have the ability to receive from the spirit and interpret into the physical. And also to take from the physical and interpret into the spiritual. Once you go through that phase, you become isazi,
The knower.
the knower. Now, at that point of your existence, you are dead to the physical world. You may exist, I may see you, I may touch you, I may feel
I
you,
get you, yeah.
but you are dead to that physical world. Your only duty is to take spirit data and interpret it for the physical world. That's all you need to do. Now, those are the three stages of our system. And in each one of the three, there are 7 stages of each level of development. So uitwas, and then you have to go through 7 stages when
To
you
be
to become
nyanga.
inyanga. When you become inyanga, you have to go through 7 stages to become isazi.
Yeah.
And then you have to go through 7 stages. Now your question was, beyond Grandmaster,
Yes.
what is there? The question, the answer to that would be God.
Okay.
Beyond Grandmaster, man becomes God.
So, the man who becomes God is a man who has actualized the godliness. Do we have those people?
Yazi kunenye show ku YouTube nokuyibona nje Because I love hip hop.
Yeah, okay. I didn't. Oh, yeah, but you said something. Yeah, I was watching you yesterday. You said something, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a hip hop head. You know, I love hip hop. I write. I've got a couple of songs as well. You know, but just for my own private collection.
Yeah.
But I'm a hip hop head. So there's the show Engno about Drink Champs go YouTube So they ask you a question. So who is better, Tupac or Biggie Smalls? If you don't want to answer, you choose to drink. So to that question,
You would drink.
Yoguti, do we have people like that in the world right now?
No.
Here's my response. I hope you got my response.
Yeah. Okay. Baba Credo Muntwa, where would you put him in the hierarchy? The Grandmaster.
Baba Credo Mutwa, great historian, great storyteller, great artist, great creative.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that we who lack, and listen to this, it's unfortunate that they who lack cling on to they that they perceive to have. Does it make sense?
Say that again, please.
They who lack cling on to they whom they perceive to have.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So if I'm poor and I see a man coming out of a Rolls Royce,
Yeah.
I'm going to think that man has all the answers. Right? It is unfortunate that, and I'm going to be very, very, very hated for what I'm about to say, but yeah, you asked the question.
Yeah.
So don't hate me. Now umuntu obuzile. We come from a period of time when we were stripped of our knowledge. We won't deny that. We come from a time of being oppressed. We can't deny that. We come from a time where we were forced to accept foreign religions and concepts and apply them into our lives. We cannot deny that. True. In our lack, now we want to come back and reclaim ourselves. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Our president, Thabo Mbeki, started a whole movement in parliament, well, when he was in parliament, called the African Renaissance.
Yeah.
With that I am an African speech. The rivers, the mountains, and the forests, they speak of me, you know. That was a very beautiful thing. Unfortunately, I was listening to, well, not unfortunately, but I was listening to a podcast where President Ubauzizi, Udlamini, Thabo Mbeki, was interviewed by Umbuyiseni Ndlozi. And they were talking. There was a point where a question was asked, Oguti, you in leadership, what plans did you have for the future of the youth who are going to replace you? Honorable Zizi Uchamagasjatu confessed, Uguti, we actually did not put that into consideration. We did not think that far because we were occupied with the present situation of fighting this war. So we did not consider the outcomes. What if we won? What systems are we going to place to replace? Anyone can go and listen to that interview for themselves, you know. The point I'm trying to get to is this. Uti Uzizi, the biggest issue was that we can take the young people and send them to school to study accounting, to study this. But what is their political consciousness? Listen to that. What is their political consciousness? Because at the moment, our political consciousness is fight against the white man. Take back our things. What happens when that is done? What is the political consciousness behind that? I agreed with a lot of the things Uzizi says, though I'm not a politician. But here's my problem with that. We have a generation of leaders who have a political consciousness, not a realistic consciousness, not a humanistic consciousness, not a developmental consciousness. I don't know if you hear that difference. We have political consciousness. And our issues today are not political. They are humanistic. They are familial. They are communal. So this political consciousness spreads itself over into a world called African spirituality, which is gaining a high following and popularity. And unfortunately, for some people, I may be seen as an ambassador of that movement as well. And I've clearly said I am not. I do not subscribe to African spirituality. I do not believe in it. And this is the reason why. It is carrying a political consciousness. Coming from a people who feel that they lack. Now they want to take from the person they perceive to have. We are coming back to your Credo Muta question.
Yes.
I'm not lost.
Yes, thank you.
I'm just laying the foundation. Now, said movements who are rebelling from Christianity, rebelling from colonial powers, rebelling from colonial systems, rebelling politically, consciously so. The moment you're going to sit in front of me and say, we black people are the original people that's already political, I'm not going to listen to you speak any further. The moment you say black people were the first to do, I'm never going to listen. You cannot speak sense to me. I'm going to ask you a question. For the past 800 years, what structure has black people built and it's still standing today?
One would look at Kemet.
No, I said 800 years. I didn't reach 1,000.
Yeah.
I said 800.
Yeah.
I can count Buckingham Palace in England. I can count the Louvre Museum in France. I can count the Empire State Building in New York. I can count this and that and this and that and this. Tell me what your people have built in the past 800 years that's still standing today.
It was destroyed.
In the past 800 years?
Yeah, one would argue that what they built has been destroyed.
But now you are
by the
arguing
West.
things that were built thousands of years ago that were recently destroyed. I'm saying what was constructed by the Xhosa Empire 800 years ago that's still standing today. I'm a proud Xhosa man.
Yeah.
Born of royal Xhosa blood. I'm asking you, what have we done in the past 800 years? I can show you temples, I can show you the buildings that museums that were built by my grandfathers in the past 150 years. What have we done in 800 years? The point that I'm trying to get to is this. If we were so great, why our communities filled with so much crime? If our blackness is so divine, why do we rape our own children?
Our minds have been destroyed.
By who?
By the colonizer.
Were you destroyed by the colonizer?
Yes.
Physically, did you physically experience that?
The most, like Steve Biko says, the most powerful weapon of the oppressor
is
the mind of the oppressed.
So, no. I love Steve Bantu Biko. You touched me where I get excited the most. The most powerful weapon in the arsenal of the oppressor is not the oppressor's gun, is not the oppressor's whip, is not the oppressor's wood, is not the oppressor's cannon, but it is the mind of who?
Yeah.
Now, if your mind says, I'm oppressed, all I need to do is lift this bottle of water and you're going to jump.
Who oppressed it?
No. The mind of the oppressed.
Yes.
You can come to me, Semex, right? And beat me up.
Yeah.
It's up to me to say, excuse my French, fuck you. It's up to me.
But Grandmaster.
Hence, the mind of the oppressed.
Bantu Biko is saying this mind was manufactured, was made. If you go back to let's go back as recent as 1910, the Willie Lynch letter, the making of a slave.
Where? Where?
In the motherland.
Where? Did Willie Lynch come here? Did Willie Lynch come here?
No, but
did Willie Lynch come here?
Let me finish.
No. In Abamanja, we must understand. Yes, Willie Lynch. How to create a self-monitoring slave. Perfect.
Yes.
Was it in South Africa?
Yes. No. I'm saying we need to look at it holistically, Grandmaster. And this is what I want to say. The mind of a black man has been abused, has been manufactured, literally in a lab. Now with AI, we can say in a lab, because they were conditioning how a black man must think. Today, as a black man, there's high crime because we hate each other. We are made not to trust each other. As I'm sitting across the table, we are made not to trust each other, to compete with you, not to build with you. But in the beginning, we were not like that.
You don't know that. And you do not have evidence to prove that.
I do have.
No. If that was true, then we wouldn't have processes like tefiso, intlaulo. Right? We wouldn't have processes like banishment, ukudingiswa, of people. We wouldn't have processes of inkundla, lekhotla, court systems. We wouldn't have those things. We had all those things because people were not doing the right thing.
I don't think so. Any state or any government, it has its own way of governance.
Okay.
We were self-governing.
Okay. But now, why would you be fined a cow as a payment?
Because that was the form of, if it was today, I would be fined money.
If it was today, you'd be put in prison also.
And I like
consider that.
Yes.
I'm asking now, before colonial powers involved themselves and diluted themselves,
we were smart enough to actually we're smart enough.
You're avoiding the point.
Not going
you're
to
avoiding
prison
the point.
to punish
that you are avoiding the point. Nithi mina. The reason why you had to pay that cow in the first place was what? Because you committed a crime. Now, let's not say before white people came, we were a perfect society.
Let me ask you, Grandmaster. If you impregnate a girl, I'm just making an example. There were damages that you paid, not because it's a crime. It was punitive, but not criminal.
I'm that's taking responsibility. I'm saying if you were found in my garden harvesting my crops or stealing my livestock, bowuthathwa usiwa enkundleni yamadoda, and you were sentenced, and the fine was a cow. Why was that cow a punishment to a crime?
Yeah, because you have crossed the line.
Now, let's not sit here and pretend as if Africans are holy people. They never had crimes amongst themselves.
I get that, Grandmaster, and I love your thinking, but that's not enough to convince me to say we were not great people.
No. Who was not great in the world?
As great as black people.
No, answer my question first.
I'm building. As black people, we are the cradle. And I know I'm annoying you by saying that, but as black people, we are the cradle of humankind.
Prove it to me.
Science proves it. Genetically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we agree that there was a point in time where genetic science taught at schools and universities said white people were superior? Can we agree? There was a point in history where it was written in books that white people are superior and black people, brown people are all subhuman.
Because it's part of the colonization.
No. Can we agree that there was a point in history where that was known as scientific fact?
True.
Okay. Can we agree that there is now a reversal to that? Can we agree that there is a reversal to that? Yoguti now, Ante Diop, Cheikh Diop, Sheikh Anta Diop, Malachi York, all these guys professors who studied black history and Kemetism. Can we say that is just another phase in history that says, no, you were wrong. Black people actually did exist. And can we say that this narrative comes from a people who are saying, no, but we are not sub-animal. We are also supreme. Can we agree that if for many years I suppress you and call you an animal and subhuman and treat you like rubbish, the day you get your freedom and your power over me, are you not now going to prove that I am the animal, I am the rubbish? Your silence confirms my concerns.
No. I'm not. Your concerns, not the consent. Okay, let me put it this way. What are your thoughts? What are your views on this subject of scrapping African spirituality, scrapping the blackness, the attribution of the magic of blackness? What are your thoughts?
I'm saying, let me start by saying I'm not saying, because I've been accused for being a sympathizer of white people, and this is going to cement that. I'm not saying black people are not great. If I would tell you about my history, my fathers, my grandfathers, it would take me a week before I start.
But they built on nothing 800 years
No. If I would tell you my personal history, I can take you now and show you monuments and museums that were built by my grandfathers.
800 years back.
More than that. I personally, including my own works with these hands, I've built more than 4 temples in South Africa right now.
Okay. I don't want to interrupt you. I want you to tell me about your
My thoughts are this.
Yeah.
This is what I'm trying to get to. These are my views. In all that I have done with my hands, I did it with the knowledge that once upon a time my people were oppressed. Once upon a time we were subjected to ill treatment. I did it with that full knowledge. But I did it with a choice. and a decision that says, my history does not make me. I decide.
That's point number one.
Point number one, I'm not a result of oppression. I am the result of divine intervention. When my mother and my father were making love, they were not creating apartheid policy. What they were doing was drawing me from the higher realms of the cosmos to become a human being and experience what I choose to experience.
Okay.
Number two, we have an issue of not wanting to be accountable and take responsibilities for our own, excuse my French, fuck-ups.
Who's we?
We.
Black people.
We. Any human being in the world. Listen, when I speak, I don't speak black or white people. I speak humans.
Okay.
People.
All right.
When I speak. So please, let's understand one thing. Mangiti we, I'm talking about the human race.
All right. Fair.
Emperor Haile Selassie says, until the color of a man's skin is of no more significance than the color of his eyes, there will be war in this world. Do you know what that means? Until we stop seeing each other physically, racially, politically. Hence, I started with the political consciousness that is corrupting our intelligence.
Okay.
Right now, we are sitting in the middle of what's the Snowwood Houghton. This is a uber white neighborhood, if you did not know. This was the whitest neighborhood before 1994. We are sitting right here and no white man is budging in and saying, why do you speak this black nonsense? Nobody has disturbed you since you started. Now, if you are going to plan your whole life around white people are going to block me, where did they block you? What advances now are you going to make because you've already created parameters of disturbance that do not really exist? I've got a son, 16, turning 17 years old. What is my duty as a father to him? To teach him to hate white people or to teach him to maneuver and find his place in the world amongst all people?
Okay, can I come in? When we started, you said you don't subscribe to African spirituality. When you started, you said anyone who comes to you and say the first people on earth are black people, you close your ears. You said anyone who comes to you and say this was first invented by black people, you close your. It's like you are running away from reality.
And not laugh in your face should you say that.
Because in the motherland, just the motherland.
Who brought rails and trains to South Africa?
In the motherland.
To Africa, who brought trains and railways?
The question should be, before rails and trains, what were the most advanced technology that was used?
Chariots.
In fact, what we call today
transportation was chariots.
Yeah, what we call
where were chariots created? I love this.
What we call AI today is the highest level of our people have always been scientists, have always been astrologers, even before the modern technology came into place.
Okay.
And those were black people who did that.
Artificial intelligence.
Today, what we white people call artificial intelligence today.
What I would call it,
long been ahead.
I would call it AI as well, but instead of saying artificial, I would say ancestral intelligence. And why I would say ancestral intelligence? Okay, there's your pen right there. Touch it, hold it, feel it. Hold it, feel its weight.
Yeah.
Right? You feel your pen's weight? Give me your pen. Here's your pen. So hold it. Same weight.
Vibrating more vibration.
That is ancestral intelligence. I'm affecting your pen without even touching it in your hand.
But that's my point.
No. But now, Mamel, I'm making your point now. That is not artificial. It's conscious. I did it consciously.
Grandmaster, you are shifting the goalpost.
No. Listen.
Remember, I was
I'm
making
not. I said you say
artificial
AI.
intelligence.
Artificial. No. I said I would rather you
Yes.
say. In that argument of yours, I would rather
in fact,
you
you
say.
support my argument.
This is why I'm saying.
Yes, but you can't say. Remember, I was coming from a point when you say, "What has my people
No.
built?"
Listen, ungizwe kahle. This is why I'm saying to you, I would rather you say AI is ancestral intelligence instead of artificial intelligence.
It doesn't matter what we call it.
Now, here's the reality. Psychics existed in China. Psychics existed in Europe. Psychics existed in Scandinavia. Psychics existed in Romania. Psychics existed in South America. Psychics existed everywhere in the world. There are clairvoyants, clairaudience, people who communicate with spirits, shamans, Buddhas, gurus, everywhere in the world. The reason why I personally don't subscribe to a term called African spirituality is because spirituality is experienced everywhere.
100%. That I agree. In fact, I didn't tell you, but that I agree with you because you can't box.
You can't box spirituality.
You can't geographically put a boundary there. But my issue was when
same
you
as
say,
knowledge, same as discovery, same as science.
No. But my issue is when you, in my view, and I'm saying this in inverted commas, when you attacked blackness.
Okay.
When you say
when
you
I
can't say
the narrative of black greatness.
You can't. Yes, the
not
black.
blackness.
Yes, black
I'm
greatness.
black. I can't attack blackness.
No, you are.
My wife
you are
is
great,
black.
but you are great.
My children are black.
But you are great. But you are taking black greatness.
No. I'm attacking the narrative.
Yeah.
No, listen. Let's listen to the words that somebody says. I'm attacking the narrative, the story.
But why
not the reality?
But why are you taking our story, which is our reality?
No. Listen. Let me ask you something. The reason why I'm saying this is saying if you are going to, okay, perfect example, psychologists made this. If you take a person and put them in a room full of furniture and ornaments and tell that person to look for the color red, give them 3 hours to walk around the house. When they come out, they will count for you all the red things they saw. What about the greens and the yellows and the blues?
What were they looking for?
Exactly. Now, I'm saying if you are going to go into a wise man's house, don't go in looking for a color. Go in to experience the wise man's house. Here's the analogy I'm making. If you are going to dive into history looking for a story of black greatness.
And you know why we're looking for that story? Because for centuries, we have been told that story does not exist, number one. Number two, that story has been suppressed. So it's only fair that at some point you go back and dig for that which was declared not to be there.
100% agree with you. I'm fully on your side on that. Here's my issue. Dingumbona, me, uchayingwe, umtukude, umandlana, udlumvubo, ukhiphi, ukyete. Ukhona umbona eUganda? Uchayingwe?
I don't know.
Ukhona Egypt? How about I start up emampandleni and study them first? Right? Charity begins at home. Right? How about I start studying my people first? And then study how Amampandla are connected to Amaxesibe. How Amaxesibe are connected to Amabhaca. How Amabhaca are connected to Amamfengu. How Amamfengu are connected to Amanguni. How Amanguni. Now you see I'm reversing now history. Now, how do Amanguni relate to Abantu? How do Abantu relate to Abatwa? How do Abatwa relate to Congo? How do Congo relate to Malawi? How does Malawi relate to Tanzania? Now I have a road map. It's like putting a GPS on your phone. You're starting at this point, you are going to this point. You write, I'm going to this point. The GPS asks you, from which location? You say from home, from where I am, right? And then it shows you a blue line that you have to go through until you reach the red dot.
But your argument...
Now, listen to my argument. You cannot move from where home is, jump to the red dot.
No, you can. You know what?
You are not going to learn anything.
You can. If thousands of people are in Johannesburg, thousands of people, and somebody comes and beat them up and chase them out, and they disperse and scatter throughout the world, abuse them. Others are taken with the ships, are taken where others are blindfolded, taken to areas that they do not know. And others end up throughout the world or throughout Africa. It's right to us to say, you cannot say, why am I concerned that is there a relation between me here in Johannesburg and somebody in Egypt?
What you didn't hear me is, by me studying here and going to my neighbor, going to my community, going to my society, going to my province, going to my country, is going to connect me to the next country, and the reason why I'm connected to the next country, and eventually I'm going to understand my connection to Egypt.
But what is wrong with somebody saying, as I stand here and saying, I've got the great connection in Egypt. I know my people were in Egypt. I know my people built that ancient Egyptian civilization.
Do you know what I would ask you? Count your ancestors for me. Who were there?
Now, we need to define ancestors.
No.
If you are
your
saying,
blood ancestors.
They were there throughout the world.
Listen, what I'm saying is, John is the son of Mark. Mark is the son of Peter. Peter is the son of Matthew. Matthew is the son of Luke. Luke is the son of Bartholomew. Bartholomew is the son of Barabbas. Barabbas is the son of Jesus. Jesus is the son of Joshua. Joshua is the son of Matthias. Matthias was the one who built the pyramids. This is what I'm asking you. Can you show me that?
When you say, let's go that narrative. When you say the Jewish nation, because that's where you're calling the Jewish, the Hebrew people. I know there are people who existed before we can even count, before modern history, modern theology can even be traced. I have no doubt that I come from Egypt without even having to count modern civilization of what human mind
listen
can
to
come.
what I'm saying. I'm not disputing the fact that black people were in Egypt. Don't get me wrong. I'm not disputing that black people had a large contribution to the civilization of Kemet.
They built it.
No.
Not a large contribution.
Listen to me carefully. This is why I said, if you are going to engage in a discussion, don't go into the room looking for the color red only. You are going to miss 97% of what's in the house.
But if
Listen to what I'm saying. There were black people all over the world. 80,000 years ago, the Ainu of Japan were black. 60,000 years ago, there were black people in what we know today as Iceland. There are people who are still living in igloos in the ice. In English, they say igloo. No, iglu. Way up in the snow, far away from South Africa or Africa itself. I'm not disputing the fact that black people have a historical footprint.
What are you disputing?
The political conscious narrative
of black greatness.
You see me as I'm sitting here in front of you, I'm going to be very egotistical right now. There is no man greater than me. Do you know why? There was no man greater than my father. Do you know why? There was no man greater than my grandfather. Do you know why? There was no greater man than my great-grandfather. Do you know why? There was no greater man than my great-great-grandfathers. This is where my greatness comes from. It comes from knowing who I am, where I come from, and what is my contribution to the world.
And
my greatness does not come from George Washington Carver, who created peanut butter.
All right.
Listen, do you hear what I'm trying to say to you? My greatness, black greatness, comes from knowing ukuthi ndingubani, kabani, 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 kabani. Not that. Let me show you an example. This whole black greatness movement, just one silly example, and I'm not painting everyone ngalento. Nithi mina, my greatness comes from my knowledge of who I am.
I agree.
And how I interacted with the people around me, and how, therefore, we influence the world.
But no one, okay, at least me, I've never said the black greatness comes from white people. I've never said that. I've never even insinuated that.
No. But
And
I
your
didn't
greatness,
say that as well.
which when you say when
I'm
somebody
saying
says
the narrative of black greatness is in response to white greatness.
I don't think so, Grandmaster. To be honest, at least from where I come from.
What existed first conceptually, ideologically? White supremacy or black supremacy? Historically,
No, supremacy is a problem.
No. Listen to the questions that are coming out of my mouth. What ideologically on paper existed first, historically, not according to what we feel. Historically, what was on paper legislated first? White supremacy or black supremacy?
White supremacy.
All right. Now, because black supremacy came after white supremacy, is it not a response?
It is going to the beginning. And I don't blame...
Is it not a response to white supremacy?
It is.
Okay. Now, I'm saying I cannot base my reality on reactionalism.
Do you blame people who track that way? The same example.
Yes, I do.
The same example you
Very
made
much
of
I do.
looking for a red color in this
Very
room
much
when
I
it
do.
has been why?
Very much I do.
Why
Okay.
do you do
For
that?
30 years, black people have been in power in South Africa, politically. 30 years. They've been in power politically for 30 years. How many billions have been looted by black people?
No, I want to answer you. For how many years white people in this country have been in power?
Please,
No. I want to. Let's balance the narrative.
Evil on this side is evil on this side.
Yes.
True, do we agree?
But it must...
No.
The comparison
do we
must be
agree that
equal.
wrong on the left is wrong on the right?
But why is this wrong?
No.
But why is this wrong more than the wrong on this side?
Semex.
Why is 30 years
more
important than heavier than 100 years?
Mtagwande. Wrong on the left. Is it wrong on the right? Yes or no? Or wrong owenzwe ile sandla. If this hand steals and it's punished, if this hand steals, does it not deserve the same punishment?
Content without context is corrupted.
Mtagwande. Wrong on this side and wrong on this side, are they not equally wrong?
No, they can't be equally wrong. When a child steals sugar, that's wrong. But you cannot compare it with a child who goes out to steal big things in the neighbors. You can't punish them equally.
Okay. No, I get. Politicians steal and even steal our own clothes in our wardrobes, because you cannot blame umntwana la endlini for ukutshontsha la endlini, but you can blame
You correct.
Semex is wrong on the right, wrong on the left. Yes or no? Principally now.
It is.
Okay. Now, if principally wrong is wrong, for 30 years, black people have been in power in South Africa. Our own politicians, right? Our own fathers, our own uncles, our own brothers. It's not until 6 years ago that I actually said I'm no more participating in the ANC's activities. I was deep in the neck because my family was deep in the neck. Right? Only like 6 years ago, I said no more. No more affiliation.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I'm saying to you, for 30 years, they've been in power. How is Joburg today and how did they find it?
It's worse.
How did they find it?
In a better, in fact, in a world class.
30 years ago, they took over Pretoria. How is Pretoria today compared to 30 years ago?
Destroyed. I'm not disputing that. I agree
Now,
with you.
are we going to sit here and say, no, they deserve to loot and steal and destroy the country while we are watching?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Because they are responding to many years of being oppressed?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Absolutely, that's not what I'm... And I'm as angry as you are. To be honest, I'm as angry as you are.
My issue, Samex, my issue is not with being black.
It's the narrative.
It's the political conscious narrative of black and white dichotomy. And if you cannot understand that, we are going to have this argument for another 1,000 years. Because I can drive you now to Orania and show you in the past 30 years, they've developed a world-class city. We've destroyed a whole country. I'm not against black people. I'm not against blackness. I'm against the constitutional, politicized consciousness.
I get it.
How about we return to true consciousness? How can me and you come together and put our hands together, city na bubuntu? How can I help you build and you help me build instead of blaming the white man who's not even in the room? That's my concern.
All right, let's sum it up. Let's land. Let's land. I get what you're saying about the political consciousness infiltrating our spirituality.
Our true consciousness.
Yes, our true consciousness. I get that. Do you agree with me if we take off this political consciousness, which I 100% agree with you, that in the genesis, in the beginning, we are great people?
As much as the Chinese in the beginning were great people.
Okay.
They had their golden ages. The Romans were great ones. The Scandinavians were great ones. Everybody was great at some point. Let us not, listen, here's my issue. Let us not judge our self-esteem based on somebody else.
No, but here's my problem, Grandmaster. Every time I mention black greatness, you want to compare it. I'm saying, no. You brought.
I don't know why you are hearing that.
I'm saying when black. Okay, give me a chance.
Okay.
Give me a chance. Please give me a chance. Just 1 minute. I said to you, can you acknowledge
100%
that in the beginning, the cradle of world, in fact, the most successful ancient civilizations were led by great people. By black people.
100% agree with you.
Would you agree that the Roman Empire in the East and everywhere, they learned that technology, that ancestral intelligence, they learned it from the motherland?
I'm finicky about that. No.
Okay.
And here's my reason why.
Yeah.
There are Roman roads today that are still functional. This is why I said to you, show me 800 years ago what is still functional that was built by black people. There are Roman roads more than 2,000 years old that are still functional today. There are Roman bathhouses, the Colosseum, the Colosseum, the temples of Athena, and all of those. And this is not me glorifying. Listen.
No, I get
this
you.
is not me
The Colosseum is still standing even
it's
today.
It's still standing today.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I'm not glorifying European history. Please don't get me wrong.
I understand.
I'm not.
Who destroyed our civilization?
Ourselves. Let me tell you something. There's a big mistake that we make as historians in Africa. we like to have a blanket approach to history. Listen, there was slavery in Southern Africa, specifically South Africa. There was slavery here. Do you know who were the slaves? The Malay, the Indians, the Pakistanis. They came with the British as British slaves, and they settled in South Africa as British slaves. And this is why when they fought for their liberations, this is why we have histories of imbukelings.
Okay.
Now listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
None of our people were made slaves in South Africa. Ngisho emangunini. For 100 years, Mnaxhosa, Khakhabe, Ndlambe fought with the British and the Afrikaners for 100 years. It's called the 100-Year Frontier Wars. And you know, the one war I lost was because I was betrayed by my small uncle, Ubaba Mncane. He made a trade with the British that if you can betray your brother's house, we are going to make you king of the Xhosas. And this is why we have today a historical battle between the throne homes. Right? For 100 years, we defeated these people, resisted their oppression. None of Amaxhosa were made slaves. Instead, the Imbukelings, Abatwa, the so-called Khoisan, came to seek refuge kwaXhosa. And today, Amaxicha, Amayicha, Obani, they are all Xhosa-speaking Bushmen. If you want to call Bushmen, but I don't like that term personally. So, in South Africa, we cannot, in the right conscience, speak about our experience in slavery, because the slaves were people we observed. Abo Patel, the Indians came here as slaves. This is why even KwaZulu-Natal, they are settled more in Natal, not KwaZulu, because Natal was a British port colony.
Okay.
The blanket approach is the problem.
Yeah. 2 requests from you. I've asked you a question. Baba Credo Mutwa, this gave birth to this.
Let's go
Baba
back.
Credo Mutwa. We are wrapping up.
I haven't
now.
forgotten that question.
Yes.
I was hoping that you won't go back to it, because I already had said I'm not sitting there. But Baba Credo Mutwa, as I said, he was an artist, historian, creative, and a spiritual person. We all know of the beauty, the prophecies that he's spoken about, and their fulfillments, their accuracies. We all know about the things that he done, the music, the villages he built. We all know that.
Yeah.
And we need to honor the man for what the man is and was. We should not advertise, avatars. Like, we should not create an avatar out of Ubaba Credo Mutwa. He was a father to his children, a grandfather to his grandchildren, a husband to his wife, a family member to his family relatives. Let us not make another Jesus Christ out of him. This is what I'm trying to say. Because Credo Mutwa, Baba Credo Mutwa himself, all respect due to him, says, do not read all of these stories literally. They are stories. The message is within the story. Example, Indaba, my children, if you go to any country, anywhere, and research, who was this man, Lumukanda Ngoba Makhosi? There was no such man as Lumukanda Ngoba Makhosi, who had 7 wives who came from the stars and 7 wives who came from under the ground. It's a symbolic story meant for you to interpret symbolically. Now, if you cannot interpret the symbols, you are going to take the story literally.
Okay. The second request from you. Please come back to the show. Please.
I will come back if
Yeah.
you don't say black people are the greatest.
Okay, Grandmaster, thank you very much. In fact, when the producer said we should send talking points, deep in my heart, I knew he does not need the talking points, that man. I know we'll talk about what we are supposed to talk about
It will
when
lead
he arrives.
itself.
No, but on a serious note, I would really love to have you back on the show and talk about a range of different issues. I admire your wisdom, your thinking, and it's people like you who can help us to build this platform.
Takababa, I'm more than happy to come back. I'm more than happy. Let's see where we can take this. I know I'm a sore thumb to a lot of people. You know, I'm a thorn in the side. I know a lot of my ideas and how I see the world is not really a popular view. But I like to challenge people to go beyond the curtain. Go beyond the narrative. Think about this if the narrative did not exist. What if all the white people in the world, what if? It's never going to happen, you all know this. As much as your own family members will never call a family meeting and say, I'm sorry. White people will never come together and say, black people, we are sorry. It will never happen. But let's just say, what if? They call a conference and say, we apologize, we give back everything that belongs to you, Siyaxolisa. What's the first step?
On the next episode, we're going to talk about that. I also want us to talk about what the work you are doing at Abakhaliphi. Abakhaliphi. BokuKhanya, spiritual home of knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how we come to the end of this episode with the Grandmaster, Abba Ayalew Amlak. I've been practicing this name the whole night. In fact, our viewers have been saying, Abba must come to the show. I was not sure if you are ready. If I'm ready, sorry. Okay, no, I'm not ready for that man because of his views and what he's doing, but I've enjoyed the conversation. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel on YouTube, CEMEX Network. I am CEMEX. Kamako.